Hi, my name is Kara McLaughlin and I teach second grade here at Van Buren Elementary. I am going to be talking about Indicator 3.1, which states the school curriculum and accompanying assessments adhere to state and district standards. Our district gives our own HRS survey every year, and they give it to both the administration and the staff. The leading indicators are shown here on the left and for the administration, and then the ones on the right are the staff prompts. The next section down here shows you the average score for the admin and the average score for the teachers and staff of every question that was asked. 3.1 had 6 different questions, and it shows you the standard deviation and the number of responses. When you look over these scores, you can see that the average score for us in this section was a range from 4 to 5, with our highest being this 4.3. We believe that 3.1 is an area of strength for our building based on these results. Some of the lagging indicators that we put into this part of the website in order to support why we think it is a strength are listed right here as these 3 links. A couple of them are similar to each other but different content areas. The first link is right here. It is our K-5 scope and sequence curriculum. It links to a spreadsheet that is made by the district, and then it has every grade level and every content area, and it has the timeline that each unit should be taught. When I click on like unit 3 per se, it gives me the scope and sequence for that specific unit, which we will talk about in a little bit. And it's just really helpful for every teacher across different grade levels to be able to have one stop to find everything they need for their both the assessments and their instruction. We use this throughout the year to make sure not only are we giving each of the assessments and that we are covering all the standards, but also to make sure that we are staying on track to finish all 6 of our units. Most of our content areas have 6 units, but when you click on the link, you can see that some of them have like 2 or 3 instead of the 6. This next indicator in the middle is our ELL calendar. This was also made by the district. Our ELL team uses it as their scope and sequence, so they can see when you click on it, it says like Unit 2 or Unit 3 writing. So they are able to follow and adhere to all of their standards and get all of their testing done in the windows that they need to be. They have ELPA testing, so they have their regular test and then their required ELPA as well. The last document that we had listed as a lagging indicator is this ELA unit guide example. Every grade level has these for reading, math, science, and social studies. They all look somewhat similar to each other. They're created by the district. They show the priority standards for that unit along with the assessments, and it also has some planning questions and some PLC questions that are super helpful towards our unit planning when we meet as a team for each unit. It also gives us key vocabulary and things like that we need to make sure that we address in our instruction as it is seen on our assessments and to help prepare our students for those tests. All 3 of these lagging indicators align with this indicator. They all support our instruction of teachers' instruction in our daily planning, but also in our yearly planning. They help my day-to-day. They help me see where I need to focus on for assessments to make sure my students are prepared. And they just overall are making us as a school be on the same schedule, so to say, and to be having the same format across the board. Due to the fact that we consider 3.1 to be an area of strength, 3.1c just simply says that this is our area of strength and there's not that extra data. We did have other lagging indicators that we thought of as a team when we were making this part of the website, but we did not link. Some of those things are that there's a BVSD math screener that a few of our grades used this year when we saw that our incoming math scores were not where we would like them to be. We use that in the fall, the winter, and then somewhat at the spring to use as part of a common formative assessment to use in our interventions. There is also a district team that is working on the alignment of our ELA curriculums and working on closing the gap between the two curriculums, because K through 2 uses one curriculum called Super Kids and 3 through 5 uses Wonders. And there's just a really big difference between what that looks like in our instruction. So the district team is working on that for instruction along with assessment. We are also, as a district, getting a new math curriculum next year. There is a team right now that I'm a part of that is working towards finding the correct curriculum, so to say, that best fits our district and the needs, while also making sure that our assessments are something our students are able to be successful with and covering all of the standards for each grade level. There is a district team who throughout the year is in charge of making sure that all of the work throughout each grade and each content area does align with the assessments, and that every grade is teaching all the standards that are needed from the start to the end of the school year. All the different things that we stated and linked in this section are things that we as a school and as a district plan to continue to work on and implement in our instruction in the future. We are really proud of the work that we have done towards this indicator and it being an area of strength for our building, and we look forward to continuing this work in the next upcoming school years.